Hello everybody, it's time for a scrapbook process layout. Oh, I forgot, this is Christine. And this is one of my Color Rush Studio design team layouts. And I have the main kit. This is our June main kit and it's called Zesty. And it's a very there's a lot of little Americana color scheme going on here, right? And so what I've got is I've got my sister and I just went, I don't know, Tuesday, it was the day after Memorial Day. Went to the Rangers game. You know, they won the World Series last year. She works for Globe Life, so she had free tickets. Now, I will tell you the reason this picture got messed up, y'all. And I'm not going to worry about it. It's digital, so I got more. That's my face because this is the very, very last row of this stadium. And y'all, I'm scared of heights. So I had to almost crawl up them dang steps, you guys. But anyways, we had a good night. We had Thai food. We had the game. It was just me and her. It was baseball. We are not exactly baseball fans, so, you know, it was more for the experience, although they did have a home run while we were there, and they also had an overturned call on the field in the Rangers' favor, so that was kind of neat. And then I also have a couple tickets here. These are the tickets that we had. So that all being said, I don't have a clue what my design's going to be. My initial thought was to use the sketch of the month, because we do have a sketch challenge, so do make sure you go to the Facebook group, join the Facebook group. There's a fun challenge, but it's those diamonds that are shaped, you know, like up in like this. What are those? It might be called a rhombus or something. And y'all, I'm gonna have to Google that or something. And I don't got no tools really or nothing, so that's probably gonna have to wait till maybe the end of the month. We'll see what happens. I'm supposed to do it, so I hope and pray I can figure it out before then. But I figure for this one, I'm gonna just do her. And I printed the pictures a little bit small so I could kind of group them. I'm kind of thinking this piece here, only because it's ledger, which kind of makes me think of scorecards and things like that. And I'll cut this up, obviously. And I'm kind of thinking maybe something here. And I'll cut these and maybe kind of bring them across. But I love this little paper. And then I might border it. There's a polka dot in here, y'all. I'm trying to know what color. I think there was a couple of colors. I want to use that lemon paper too, y'all. If you go back and look at the little unboxing I did, there's, oh, this is cute. See, maybe something like this. We'll see. Maybe. And I could totally use something in here. Maybe I'll kind of, I know what I could do. I could take these and put these on the top of the pictures. That could be cute. I'm thinking that's what I might do. And I'm not going to use the July yet because it's not July. But I could use a little red heart. There's a flower on the back side, so I'll have to think on that one. And then, of course, I do have the ephemeras here, so I'll dig into these too. And then my title, I think, is going to be Happiness Together, perhaps. Or maybe it'll be Celebrate Together. She's been saying she's going to suck up sister time before I move, because I'm about to move. You guys know that, and it's about 4 hours. And obviously, you know, well, she really doesn't live very far from me now, so I get to see her a lot more often. And so she's trying to suck up her sister time, she says. So I'm thinking this is kind of what I'm going to work with, you guys. And this, and this, and maybe our little red heart. So let me cut some things up, and I'll be back on in just a minute. Okay, guys. I got to check in real quickly because two things. Number one, can y'all hear the echo in this room? So all my stuff is packed in these boxes and I feel like my room is echoing. So that's a bit weird. The second thing is I have packed all of my cardstock. So I have no white cardstock and I'm like, oh shoot. So I have a couple of options and I want to show you this because, you know, again, options, right? I could take this one and just use like this side here, but I also have this really nice cardstock that the frazzles came on. So I think I'm going to be using my packaging. So I will be pulling off my frazzles and using that to back my photos. You know, don't ever forget about your packaging. Sometimes some collections have really beautiful packaging too. This is more logo stuff, so I wouldn't say use that one per se, but like sometimes there's collections that I'll use. Their packaging will be really pretty. So I've got to figure out how to do this where I can not have the glue pieces, or I may have to just push them off or something. Yeah, because I won't have enough room if I do it like that. So what if, oh, well, I may be in trouble, you guys. I may not have enough white. Shoot, that was a good idea. I could take one at this one. Why not? Is it gonna hurt anything? Probably not. This one's a little thinner. Let's see. We are all about problem solving here, you guys. Okay, this one might work. Problem solving. Yeah, That'll be fine. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll make that work. All right, let me cut these up and I'll be back on. Okay, you guys, I have mounted my photos on the pieces of cardstock or the packaging that I showed you. And then I decided I needed to put on the red polka dot. That I gutted the outside. I guess I've done that too. I just forgot to mention. I've trimmed down my little ledger paper there by a 1/2 inch. And then I kind of paid attention to where like the blue flowers and that sort of thing, where I try to make sure that I had, you know, that still kind of properly showing, if that makes some sense, on the top and the bottom. And then I have gutted that red polka dot. And so now I'm going to use the red polka dot here as a second mat on my photos. And this takes me just a second, and I almost mess up, y'all. I cut that one too skinny. Look at that. And I go, shoot, I got to move that over. So pay attention when y'all are cutting your photo mats. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So anyway, I'm going to make my little photo mats here. I don't actually, normally I might have inked the edges or something like that. I don't really do any of that because, again, as I've mentioned, I'm kind of on the old school scrapbooking here with just basically paper glue and whatever comes with the given kit. So I'm going to lay these down in just a second. I make them a little wonky because it's a fun, you know, night. It's just, you know, me and my sister and all the things. So it's going to be, can y'all hear that thunder, by the way? We have got a major, y'all, I'm here in Texas. We have literally had thunderstorms nearly every day now for weeks. I don't know. It knocked my tree over in the front yard. If you happen to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, no, not Instagram. Well, yeah, I put on my stories. We had like a 35, 40-foot tree in our front yard fall over from like winds and stuff. Luckily, it didn't fall toward the house or anything like that. It fell over the street. So the city came and cleaned it up. But now we have a big old stump that has to be removed. Anyways, so I've got these pictures. I don't think I've laid them down yet. I'm actually kind of checking my little tab things here. So I decided to use the red and white stripe and then the stars. I guess because, honestly, those two together look kind of like the American flag, doesn't it? So I'm going to make my little tabbies here. I'm just using my Nuvo glue to kind of glue them together because they're going to go like underneath the photos anyways. So they're basically, probably I cut 2 inches. I just kind of eyeballed it. I didn't like get precise with it because they are frazzles, which gives you this nice like casual feel, you know, with the little frazzly stuff coming off. So they don't have to be precise. So I'm going to do the red, blue, and I will alternate the side on the right-hand side over there. I don't know why I did it. It just felt right. And after I do that, I'll also put my tickets down there. Have I done that yet? No, they're just kind of laying there yet still. I'll figure out in a moment that I want the tickets down at the bottom. I like how this turned out. Actually, it's funny because I started to pull out my date stamp. I don't know if I left that in here. I think I did. I started to pull out my date stamp and think, okay, I got to put my date on here. And then I realized the date's on the ticket. I don't need to actually put my date on there. So we're good. Okay, so here's that. I'm going to organize my tickets there for a second. And I'm going to do the same little frazzly thing on the right side of the tickets. I just thought that tied in nicely to the tops of the photos. And I'll glue those together in just a moment. They're kind of have a little curl to them, so they have a little texture, so they kind of lift off the page a little. I don't put any foam behind any of the photos or anything like that, but I will end up using the foam stickers for a title. And I'll actually pull in one little foam heart. I don't use as much as I thought I would, honestly. When I went through the ephemera, well, you'll see me kind of do that, and so I'm not going to get ahead too far. But anyway, I got my little tabs. I'm going to glue my tickets together. Yeah, I did kind of curl. I did kind of use my finger down the edges of the ledger paper, though. I didn't show you that, I don't think, but I went on the outside the edges with my fingernail and kind of gave that a little bit of texture. So now I'm going to glue my photos down. This is a real simple layout, though, you guys. I actually really like it, though. I think it looks really fun. I will put some hearts and stars. You'll see that in just a minute. I was happy to see when I opened the ephemera pack, there is a bunch of little stars in there, so that was kind of nice. Let's see, I got my little pictures there. And I did try to do where, well, basically, if you look at the photos and the way we're kind of looking, so the one on the far right, we're looking, you know, toward into the page, and then on the far left, those ones were kind of looking into the page. So that's kind of why I picked the order of the pictures. They're not like in sequential order at all, actually, because if you, the first picture or in the timeline, number one would actually be the one second to the right, left. The second one would be, the timeline would be all the way to the far right. And then basically the first one on the left is the third one. And then the ball field is essentially the last one I took in order. So they're not in sequential order, but just gives you a sense of the evening. And here's where I'm picking up my title. And I decided to go with this Enjoy Together. And I kind of have to fast with this just a second because I kind of wanted Enjoy. I was kind of wishing that the Enjoy's little letters would kind of tuck down into to get together. So I ended up finding that between the O and the G on together, there's that little dip. And so my little Y piece goes down inside that. And then that little piece that says the little things, I thought that was a good little piece because this is just like a little, it's not a big giant celebration. It's not a holiday, nothing like that. It was just she got free tickets and we decided to go out to dinner and a game. And I thought about this little banner here because I do like it, but I decided against that. So I'm just going to kind of go through these pieces of ephemera here. And I really only pull out the stars, you guys. I find 4 stars. I don't think there's more. Usually they put an odd number, so I might have missed one, but I found 4, which is fine. I figured out a way to use them. I'm going to put some around the title up there, and then I'll put on the right-hand side of the tickets, I'll add a star, and you'll see me do that in just a second. I kind of look for a few little things here, but I actually ended up just deciding I like the layout the way it was without all the extras. I'll figure out a way to use them though, y'all. Don't you worry. I'm still going through this stuff. There's always plenty of ephemera. I think it was like 51 pieces or something like that. And I don't use any of the butterflies or anything like that. That's not really this layout, so those don't go on here, although I do like them. But that's a different kind of layout in my mind. So I also find these little hearts. And so I put like a little blue one and a little red one over there. I thought about one over by the title, and you'll kind of see me take a piece here or there, and I'll kind of move it around. I'll think, can I put it here? Can I put it there? And I decided against that. So I will get into my foam thing here. I was smart enough to keep out my foam, you guys, or these little guys, these little foam adhesive squares. So I'll put these up underneath a few of the stars, or 3 of the stars. 1 star over next to together is going to just be flat on the paper, but the other stars I will put up on foam, just for a little bit of dimension, mostly because the title's up on foam. And also on the ticket piece over there, I've got a little bit, stuff going on, so it kind of need to be lifted up above it. I probably could have cut some of this out, you guys. I don't know if you've noticed, I've had this in the previous videos, but that's my little binder there. I won that, or not won, I guess it was a gift at Scrapbook Expo, and it's like a photo album sleeve, so you can kind of see, you might stick in like 4x6 photos, but I don't really file my photos that way. I have boxes. Or digital anymore. So I was like, what am I going to use this for? But then I saw that the little adhesive sheets with the squares and things fit just perfectly in there. And that has been a really nice way to organize my like open foam square stuff. Because I used to just have them on my cart kind of in a little bucket thing. And I was always digging through it. And this is so much nicer because I can go right to the square or whatever that I like. Here's where I'm kind of gluing down my little hearts there, I think. My hand's kind of in the way. Yeah, I just glued the little hearts down. I will decide, though, I'm going to get back on my foam in just a moment and foam title-y things, and I'll find a little yellow heart because I kind of thought to myself, I need a little yellow over there because the title is yellow, and I don't know what I'm doing right now. You guys, this is the other bad thing. I don't have my glass mat out, and my glass mat usually helps me know where I need to be for filming. And so my apologies, you guys, I'm a little low. I need to pay a little more attention. And I've even put my washi tape away, so I can't even mark my table with washi tape. Oh my goodness, you guys. So my apologies. You can kind of see what I'm doing, but it's still a little too low. Now here's where I decided to put this little red heart. I'm sorry, I flipped it over. I know I'm not showing the florals, but the red is just perfect. And so that's what I did. I did the red heart. Here's where I started about to do my date stamp, and I realized after I even get to the date, and then I realize, oh, first off, the archival ink's not even open. And I realize, oh, the date's on the ticket, so I don't have to use it. And I think that's honestly, oh, here's where I think I do the little heart. I find the little yellow heart, I think, and put it on the other little hearts over there. I think that looks just really cute, and that adds just a little something. And I think I decide that's basically it. I don't think I do anything else, which is funny because I'm sitting here looking and I'm thinking, why do you have this still going, this film here? Anyways, it was a great night though. We did have to walk a little bit. I didn't put these blisters on the bottom of my feet. I had worn these cute little walking sandals, but we did walk a little ways. And that is all I'm going to do, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you look below. There's a link, right? So I've had a few people on my unboxing say, oh, I want that kit. I think I want that kit. Well, guys, don't forget to use the Christine 10 so you get a discount. And so thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next week. Bye.